Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, April 5th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bodybuilding fans of all ages, Muscle in the Morning is proud to present you the return of Big Ramy. After weeks upon weeks of his annual postseason hibernation, late last week, the baddest man in bodybuilding was spotted absolutely crushing a leg training session as only he can, and looking every bit the part of the monstrous world beater we saw at the tail end of last season. Ramy closed out his 2016 campaign with a solid post-Olympia run that saw him deliver a truly brilliant performance in his win at the Kuwait Pro. So if he can find a way to get that same mojo back a little earlier this year, there are a whole lot of people out there who are going to be in a world of trouble. Any longtime sports fan knows that when a great athlete is riding a hot streak, all the competition can hope to do is get the hell out of the way and hope they don't end up getting embarrassed in the process. And right now, we don't have a hotter athlete in the entire bikini division than En Fuego, Anjelica Teixeira. After throwing the entire division into disarray with her two brilliant wins at the Arnold and Arnold Australia, the bikini division's version of Conor McGregor is already back in the gym training to deliver another knockout punch. Right now, Teixeira is without a doubt the most intriguing athlete in the sport, and if she can keep this momentum up through the dog days of the season, I think it'll be tough for anyone out there to even come close to catching up. During his now infamous welcome to the Miami press, LeBron James sat on stage and said he wanted to bring an unprecedented 7 championships back to the shores of South Beach. And even though King James might have fallen a little short on his promise, this year's bodybuilding's LeBron James finds himself on the cusp of history as he shoots for his 7th straight Olympia crown. In some leg training footage that floated out of the Phil Heath camp, we see the champ doing what he does best, and training with the sort of fire and intensity that he's going to need if he wants to take the next step in his quest for greatness. The land of 7 Olympia titles is a place where very few have ever been able to venture, and that it's within his reach. It's hard to imagine Phil Heath letting anyone get between him and history. Right now, we're still a little over 7 weeks out from kicking things off at this year's Orlando Pro. And it looks like that's going to be the launching pad for rising classic physique star Devin Lender this year. This week, some new progress photos surfaced of the 6'3", 250-plus pound men's physique crossover who looks to be coming back this season bigger than we've ever seen him. After making the switch to classic last year, Linder really seemed to find his footing as the season went along. And the new muscle he's added should help him come back and pick right back up where he left off. From a conditioning standpoint, Linder has never been anything less than spectacular. But whether or not he's added enough muscle to balance out that massive frame of his is something that still remains to be seen. If you're a classic physique competitor heading into this year's New York Pro, it's about time you perk up and pay attention, because soon-to-be rookie pro George Peterson is heading your way. Last year's NPC National Champ has been training like an absolute demon on his way to the upcoming pro debut. And I think we can all agree that the results will speak for themselves. Since last year's win at the Nationals, Peterson has packed on a completely absurd amount of quality muscle. And the level of conditioning he's on pace to bring to the show should make him an immediate contender from the minute he steps foot on stage. And when you factor in the wave of emotion that the New York native will be riding when those bright lights finally come on, I think it might seriously be time to start talking about this guy as a legitimate top threat.